woman accused of killing her own aunt and then kidnapping a child just 14 years old when she was convicted. This week, Shonda James will be up for parole. Welcome back to News 2 at 4. I'm Erica Francis.
And I'm Alex Dennis. Well, the murder happened in 1995 in Giles County. Police say that Shonda killed her aunt while she slept in her own bed. Then she kidnapped her 2-year-old cousin. Now, 27 years later, she could be released on parole.
The district attorney's office is adamantly against the move. News 2's Stephanie Langston takes a closer look at this case.
Well, District Attorney General Brent Cooper tells me that 14-year-old Shonda James had a plan, and the only person in her way was her aunt, who she was living with at the time in Pulaski.
She had a goal, and that was to get back to her life in Michigan, and the only thing blocking that or impeding her achieving her goal was her Aunt Kelly, and she killed her in a cold-blooded, calculated manner.
It was 1995. Although there was no eyewitness to the crimes, the evidence at trial established that Shonda James took her uncle's .22 caliber rifle, put the muzzle of the gun to her Aunt Kelly's forehead while she was sleeping, and fired a single shot, killing her.
Apparently, she was intending to try to move the body or hide her when Kelly moaned or made a sound, and that's scared Shonda, and she at that point she left, ran out of the bedroom, and then started getting her stuff together to escape.
According to investigators, she grabbed Kelly's 22-month-old son before taking off in her aunt's car.
Then she apparently wrecked or ran off the road. A good Samaritan came by, helped her, actually gave her and her nephew a ride to the airport, and then I believe the police were waiting for her in Michigan when she got off the plane.
James was sentenced to life with parole. Prosecutors say she should have served 51 years before being eligible for release. But in 2011, Governor Phil Bredesen commuted her sentence, making James immediately eligible.
Kelly, who was only 25 or 26 at the time she was murdered, was stripped of her entire life. Of course, she'll never be paroled. She'll never see her family again.
Well, General Cooper tells me he plans to stand with the victim's family tomorrow, opposing James's release. Her parole has been denied before. We'll talk more about that, plus what life's been like for James here in prison, coming up on News 2 at 6. Stephanie Langston, News 2.